Hi everybody, I'm playing in my art journal today. Thought I would bring you along. So I ask you, what do these things have in common? Well, this is a tag that I made with some Distress Oxide inks. This is a magazine image that I attempted to do a transfer from using acrylic ink on my gel plate. But those colors look good together. This calculator I'm going to use as a texture tool. I have gessoed my page. I'm just going to start by putting down this piece of dress pattern paper, like a simplicity pattern paper, because it has some blue on it and it'll tone the paper, which I like, and I don't have to try to do that with paint. So what they all have in common is they're all going to go on this journal page, and I have some other things that I pulled out that I might use. And I'm also going to use my round gel plate and some a piece of a produce bag. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to get this glued down with fluid matte medium, which is here, and then get that dry, and then I'll be back and we will start the building of this page. Okay, the next step, and I'm not sure if this will work or not, I'm going to take Payne's Gray acrylic paint, if I can get it open. There we go. I'm not sure if you can see my palette. Yeah, I guess you can. Alright. And then I'm going to add water and thin it down. Not super thin, but I guess there was some matte medium in there, which is okay. I'm going to put this on here, and I'm not real worried about like all the edges. I kind of like the stray edges, or the striated edges. A little spot there will cover up. Here at the top where my paper didn't cover. Just slap it on. I don't want it to dry because I'm going to take this piece of bag from produce. I'm going to put a piece of deli paper, the non-shiny side, on there. What I'm attempting to do is pick up the paint through there and leave an impression of the bag on the paper. Let's see. Yep. Ta-da! Oh, we missed a little in here. Let's get that. Okay, that's good enough. Let me put this aside. I'm running out of space here. Alright, so I'm going to dry this, and then I have assembled some collage pieces that I want to put on, but there's some other things I want to do first. So let me move these because I'm going to dry this and I don't want everything to go flying. I'll get this dry and I will be right back. Okay, next I have just this cut piece of styrofoam. I think it's insulation for pipe. And I have some bright blue-green, I think that's what it's called, Studio bright aqua green, and some azale orange that is an Amsterdam acrylic. I'm going to just grab a paintbrush. Pretty generously put some paint on here. It's kind of soaking into the foam. So I want a pretty good layer to make a good impression. Like that. And you know me, I'm all about the grunge. I'm not looking for pristine, let's see, where do I want to go? Let's go half off. I'm not looking for pristine images here, transfers, whatever, stamping. Let's go around that. And I know some of this is going to get covered up with my collage, but I'm just getting it in the background because I'm not sure what will show. Okay, then wash my brush out. I want to wash it pretty good because I don't want it to mix with the turquoise to mix with the orange otherwise. Well, that's going to work, isn't it? Get most of this off of this piece of foam. Turquoise and orange are complementary colors, so when they mix, they get pretty muddy. They're good to use together, but not mixed together. You can already tell that's just a little dingier than the paint color because it mixed with a little bit of the orange that was down in the foam. Then dry this. Okay, that's pretty dry. Now I have my round gel plate, and well, let's do one of each. I'm just going to get some of that bright aqua green on there and take my calculator, press it in, wipe it off, and then I'm going to take this and put it on my page. I moved it. Okay, we kind of lost our keys texture. It's in there a little bit, but not a ton. Wipe that paint all over my hands. Let's try this again. You could do this with a stencil or a stamp. I was playing with the Geli plate earlier and using this calculator to make marks, so I just thought, well, I'll just use it on here. And let's see, let's go here. Try not to move it this time. I don't know that it's going to make any difference. I don't think I really did much to alter the image when I moved it before. It's a little bit more distinct. So I'm going to get an orange one on there and then dry again. I love the color, but I always thought that was an odd name. But anyway. And let's see, I'm going to take this foam again and just lift some of that paint off of the plate. Got a little turquoise on there, which is fine. Let's go here. And the idea is just that I'm building a background. I know a lot of it is going to be covered up, and I'm fine with that. Just something fun to play with. See what kind of background you can create with different tools. don't know if you could see what I'm doing, but I'll show you. Again, just picking up some of that paint. Don't push down too hard on the Geli plate, otherwise you kind of squish whatever images that you're trying to transfer. Okay, I'm going to clean up the paint and the brayer and the plate and dry this, or let it dry while I'm doing that, and I'll be back and we'll do the next step. Okay, I had some tags that I did with some Distress Oxide inks, and I just punched pieces of those out, and I'm just using a glue stick because this paper's kind of heavy and I didn't feel like getting the matte gel out. This will work. And then I punched those out, trimmed the tag part off, the hole at the top, to make this little collage piece, and then my focal point, I guess it's got to go up. My focal point will go on about there. This actually is, well, it is what it is now. I wanted it up higher. I'm going to have to do this, I think. That's okay. That's better. So I'm going to glue this down, but first I have this piece of collage paper that I think I want down here. I'll probably put some paint over top of it. So I'm just going to put a little matte medium down here. Alright, then this is going to go down next, so I'm just going to glue it down with a glue stick. And I should have a glue paper over here so that I don't get glue all over this other page, but I don't. So we'll be careful. Now maybe I'll move it down a little. It's crooked. There we go. So then my lady can go there. I just want her offset some, and I think I will, yeah, we'll use glue stick for that too. I don't know about glue stick. Let's see, right about there. Actually, I wanted her over that way more, but we'll live with it. And I have these little circles that I punched out, and I thought I would put one here, so that'll help that corner stay down. And then put one right there. And I thought, I don't want two there. I'm going to put it up here inside this circle. Just a fun page with, oh, where did I get that? Right there. Oh, you know what? Murphy's Law, right? Maybe we like it, streak it on there. It's going to be on there. That's not coming off. It'll come off the magazine page. I left that paint on the palette thinking, well, maybe I'll use it somewhere rather than ditching it or putting it on a cleanup sheet. Pardon me while I depaint my hands. Oh, I really got into it. Holy moly. Alright. As I was saying, just a fun page that you can just play with elements that you thought maybe, like, I did not get this image to transfer, but because I could still see the image through the acrylic ink, I kept it. And I like it on this page. So I just have a few other little elements that I thought I would add, just some little vintage pieces that I think, where do I want them? Right there, I think. I just kind of went for small pieces with similar colors. I don't want to cover up too much of her. She's kind of hard to see as it is. But if you watch me, my videos very often, you know I don't throw anything away. All these little pieces of paper go in a bin, and I search when I need to find something that I think I might want to use. And I have a lot, but I've used a lot, so, you know. Let's go across all of these papers here. Or not. Okay, and then I had this 3. I don't know if I want to use it or not. No. I think that's enough collage. Cap up the old glue stick. I think I will get rid of this paint. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to, now that I've picked that up, I probably won't get enough color on there. I just want to get rid of that white color. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to go for the turquoise because the orange is too dried up. It doesn't change it. I'm not changing it a lot. I still want to be able to see what's on the paper. Then, to finish it, I think it just needs some Stabilo around the edges. So I will do that, and you can see that on the still photo at the end. So, bring it a little closer for you. I can't see my camera, so I hope that you can see that, or that it's focused. If not, like I said, there'll be a still at the end. So, that's just some ideas of what you can do with household objects, leftover papers, papers you thought maybe you'd throw away because they didn't turn out quite the way you wanted to. Cut them up, punch them out, use them. Okay, that's it for me today. Thanks for subscribing if you haven't yet. Go ahead and do that if you like what you see. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and in the meantime, go make some art. Bye!